Father, we thank you. Our Lord and our Father, we are grateful. For the gift of life, we are thankful. For the many things you have done for us, to us, through us, we are grateful. For bringing us safely to the first Sunday in the month of August, we are thankful. We are not taking anything for granted. We are not taking anything lightly. We don't assume anything. We know you are the doer. We know you are a sustainer. We know you are our maker. We know you are a provider. You know you preserve us. We know you are our defense. You intervene in our matters. You fight battles, seen and unseen. You stop the mouths of lions. You delivered us once, twice, 3 times, and you keep delivering us from evil. You keep us away from wicked people. You preserved our lives from witches and wizards. We are not taking all this lightly. Father, you keep us in optimal health, not because we do all the things right, but because your mercy, they are new every morning, and great is your faithfulness. Father, we are grateful. We are thankful. Thank you for another beautiful Sunday. Lord God Almighty, we don't gather for man. We are here for you. And we trust you that you will speak to us, and our lives will take on a better or best state. Lord, as many of us that are already sick in our bodies, in our minds, in our emotions, Lord God Almighty, heal them. And as many that are desirous to improve on their health, Lord, help us. May we never gather here in vain. Lord, I pray for my own self as the vehicle that caused me not to say anything he did not plan. And at the end, no glory will come to me, but to you and to you alone, in the name of Jesus Christ. Thank you, blessed Redeemer, for in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen. Amen. So please, I wanted to do a check, but since you can type amen, it seems you can hear me. So I thank you so very much. I am grateful that you came on board. We are starting right away. Last week, this is our episode 150, 150. So for 150 times, not 15, for not 50, 100 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus another 10. For 150 times, I have always been here. It shows the power of consistency. It's a virtue. And I pray that you ask God to give it to you. Because before then, I wasn't always a consistent person. I'll do some things. I'll just leave it. I'll be tired and I'll go. But the moment the Lord began to work in me, he told me there are things I need to change about my life. I have to have more focus. I need to be more disciplined. Because let me be honest with us, people don't want to know, people don't care how much you know. What they want is to know how much you care. So me coming here every Sunday, at times I will be tired. If I tell you tired to my bones, but I have to do that because this is God's program, not my program. Once again, I welcome you. My name is Dr.Favour Afoma. I have a PhD in guidance and counseling with psychology from the University of Lagos 11 years ago. And in 2017, the Lord called me to this ministry of health and wellness. And that's why I talk on health and wellness. Initially, before I accepted to do this, I struggled with God because there was nothing around my life that qualified me for this. I've been an art student. I've not been I just scaled through with my biology 7, P7. And then I don't like sciences. I love stories. That's why when I teach, I tell a lot of stories. I'm a literary person. But when the Lord told me, this is the area where I have drafted you, because before you were born, I already know you. Thank you, Ahmed. So when he said that, I told him one condition. You know, you can give God condition because he said, bring your strong reasons. So I brought my strong reason. I've not been an art student and a science student. And I don't want, when I tell people what to do, if they do it, they won't have results. He said, don't worry, I will back you up. You know, Moses told the Lord, if your presence does not go with us, we will not move an inch. So I coveted his presence and I told him I will say the truth. That I've found out that many times, even from the pulpit, many people lie. And that's why people are misled. Recently, on the 8th of April, we had a story that broke the whole world. The story of a lady called Osinachi Nwachukwu that died in an abusive marriage. People don't know that you can be separated because the society has not come to a point where they accept certain things, certain realities. They tend to be in the, I don't know whether to say backward. And when people that don't have courage, because it takes courage to talk and say, I'm not feeling well here. It takes a good courage, big courage. And it takes bigger courage to say, excuse me, can I have some fresh air outside? It takes a bigger courage to say that. So I told God, I will say it the way it is. If you can't protect me, you can't honor me, you can't preserve me, let me not do. So I began and I was honest to people. I tell people, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're not supposed to do. Because anytime you do the right thing, your body responds to it. Anytime you do the wrong thing, your body equally responds to it. So last week is not easy. 150 times. I began this program September 22nd, 2019. I have not missed one Sunday. So anytime I look at it, it gives me joy. And you know, God is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So God has rewarded me and is still rewarding me in my health, because in 2013, before the ministry came, I came down with high blood pressure and I was I went to hospital. I always tell people, go to hospital, please. When you are sick, go to hospital. Your pastor is not is not a doctor, except your pastor. Maybe like Paul Enenche, who is a pastor and a doctor with a wife. You go to the pastor, let the pastor pray for you. Then you handily go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital and the doctor told me to go for chest x-ray. I went and I came back. He told me that, she told me, because she was a woman, that I had, that my heart was enlarged. She sent me back to do ECG. I went. She told me that she has no specialty in heart affairs, that I need to go to Lut to see a cardiologist who can interpret the test. So I went, and the cardiologist saw me, and she requested that a repeat ECG be done because I went with the results. And she told me two things. Dr. Molisa, it's either you change something around your life drastically, or you remain on this BP drug for the rest of your life. And then they have already given me BP drug to be taken. She told me, if you could do these things I will ask you to do, in the next 2 weeks, you'll find out you don't need these drugs. And you may not need it again in your life. And true to her word, on the 80th day, my blood pressure came down. I checked my blood pressure yesterday. It read 120/78. My pulse 84. To show you that you can correct so many things that are not right in your body. But if you had pushed all those things the cardiologist told me to God, Holy Spirit, I hand everything over to you, and I didn't take responsibility for my own health, I won't be here talking to you. I may have been dead. So you see, your health is your 100% responsibility. The cardiologist told me, Dr. Molisa, do not give your health to anybody to manage. The person that you are even giving your head to manage, you don't even know the ailment that person is battling with. She said to me, Dr. Molisa, be your own doctor. She just did like this. Dr. Molisa, be your own doctor. And she told me certain things I will tell us as we go on. Yet last week, we began a series, Eliminating Disease Promoters. And let me just do a quick recap. And we talked about diseases as plants. And if there are no conducive environment for the disease in your body to thrive, the diseases will die. That diseases, something must initiate it and something must sustain it. If there is nothing to initiate and sustain, diseases don't stay. It's like now, you get a bottle and you pour water in that bottle. The water will just naturally go down. But if maybe there is flour on the bottle, you see the flour will retain the water on that bottle. So you see, in your life, don't think that health and wellness is rocket science. No, I post at times. I would not like to post my exercise things on Facebook. The Lord will told me that's your pulpit, because He told me I'm giving you a virtual ministry. Then COVID had not come, so that people will not say it's because of COVID. There was no COVID, but He told me you are running a virtual ministry so that people all over the world can hear you. I will help you, but you have to go and develop yourself in line with the ministry. So I began. I went to School of Alternative Medicine. I went to Healthy Living Institute. I began to read. I went online. God began to connect me with people that treat diseases naturally. You know, in the olden days, you know that many grandpas, they heal diseases, but they are not doctors. They use natural things. They go to the bush, get the plants or the herbs. They do it. Yorubas are very good at that. And when I began to, when I went into quest of what to do, so many things were revealed to me. both the one the Lord revealed to me and the one people, you may be wondering, somebody may just make a statement and that statement will connect quickly. So one of the things I learned then is that, or will I say was that, but it's still active. When the people we call herbalists, they are not voodoo um experimenters, abi what, they are not native doctors per se. They don't do juju. There are people we call herbalists. They treat diseases with herbs. And one of them came to teach us. He's a professor. He told us that there are certain times of the day where certain herbs are got. If you want to get a leaf for healing, any leaf, you don't go to the evening to get the leaf. You get that leaf between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. At that point, every nutrient in the root has gone through the stem and they are resting on the leaves. So if you pluck the leaf at that point, you are getting the whole thing. Then if you want to go for the root, you don't go for the root in the afternoon. You go for the root from 7 p.m. inwards, downwards, maybe 7, 8, 9. At that point, everything, God is awesome. The awesomeness of God is much. Everything at that point has left the leaves through the trunk back to the root. So at that point, they go get it, and is the most potent hour to do those things. Now, we started last week about things that promote diseases in the body. Remember, here we talk about everything and anything that has to do with our health, not only the physical body. When your mental health is not in order, you won't be well. Oh. When your pocket is sick, it will affect you. It will affect you. Excuse me. Our VP of sales in Omega Plus calls it, excuse me, pockentiasis, empty pockentiasis also. Tiasis, anything cis is showing disease. SIS, paralysis, hepatitis, all the cis. So we began to look at what promotes diseases, and we named the 12. We call it the dirty dozen. I'll go through it and then I'll begin to take them one by one, because what you don't know by a medical doctor and a pastor. And that medical doctor is also a naturopath. Naturopaths are people that treat diseases without basically giving. Just hold on. Let me change my internet. My internet went off. I don't know what's happened. Let me change to another one. Stop this. Just 1 minute. Let me change the let me change the internet. Sorry for that break. Please, can you hear me? I had to switch my internet provider. Please, if you can hear me, can you type 1 on the chat? Because I found out it was shaking. So, the cardiologist told me any time that you take any drug that you think is the drug that will heal your body, that is not true. The drug will just bring the symptoms or pain down. That the body, your own body, is meant to heal itself. That's why you have different systems in the body: reproductive system, digestive system, this system, this one, this. Every of them, they have their duty. Once your immune system is up and doing by the food you eat, by your lifestyle, because she told me I have to change drastically my lifestyle and my food. So I told her, I have tried to, when she came to lifestyle, she told me you have to lose weight. I said, Ma, I've tried to lose weight. He said, oh yeah, let me help you. She brought A4 sheets, plain sheet, gave me biro and said, begin to write. So I began to write. She told me, number one thing, bring down your weight. That your heart is like, it has the engine of a Volkswagen. That's Beetle. They don't have that kind of Beetle that's like tortoise back. But you are giving it the load that a trailer coming from a Papa Wharf is carrying or will carry. He said it will wear out the engine of that vehicle, and at a point it will break down. So she told me there are certain things you should stop doing. You don't eat big meal per time, and you don't eat a plain food. What do I mean by plain food? You don't eat white rice without colors on it. Maybe you just fry plantain stew. She told me, you cook your stew. You don't fry your stew. But let's go ahead. I am talking to us from my module 1 notes. See it. See, Rafa Healthy Living Institute lecture notes. This is module 1. So let's go for the disease, because as we go on, I'll be interfusing my thoughts on this. Examples of disease promoters. Number 1, sugar. With sugar is soft drinks and packaged juices. That's number 1. Number 2, artificial sweeteners. Number 3, fried foods and fast foods. Number 4, SMG, monosodium glutamate seasonings, all kinds of seasonings, except they are natural, because sodium is salt. They are carcinogenous. They are cancer causing. Then gluten-rich foods like wheat. Many people will say, I thought wheat is good. Wheat contains a property called gluten. And if you don't know your your body, your blood group, and what goes well with it. You may be eating wheat, you may be eating wheat may be the cause of your digestive system. It happened to me, I didn't know. Anytime I eat it, I'll be feeling so uneasy. My stomach, I won't, when you finish eating, you're supposed to be relaxed. My stomach will be just, it's not that it makes noise, but it will not be calm. Until one day, the Lord said to me, don't eat this wheat today and see. So I didn't eat it that day. I didn't experience it. The next day, I didn't eat it. The next day, I didn't eat it. So from that day to today, I've never tested wheat. Then the fourth one, the fifth one, or the sixth one, cow milk and dairy products. The seventh one, refined sugar. 80th one, processed foods. The ninth, fiberless foods like white flour products. Anything made with white flour is fiberless. The fiber there, they have been stripped off. Then number 10, oral contraceptives, birth control pills, and the rest of them. Number 11, iodizing radiation. Number 12, hard drugs and bad habits, and a host of others. They are not limited to these 12, but for our founder, he limited it to these 12. Now, let's explore the dirty 12 one by one. That was this is the place we stopped last week. So I promise us that we will explore it one by one, because you may not even know that what you kept in your house is not good for you. I tell people, I don't eat noodles. I was eating it before. I will put carrot, put cabbage, put this, put this, put this. But after going to this school of Rafa Healthy Living Institute, I stopped buying it. I don't even touch it now, because if you see the process of that in your body, you know that it's not something people should take. Now, let's explore the dirty 12 one by one. If you are joining me today, my name is Molisa Favour Afoma. I have a PhD in guidance and counseling with psychology from the University of Lagos. That was 11 years ago. And in 2017, the Lord called me to Ministry of Health and Wellness. And this program began on the 22nd day of September 2019. In 2018, he gave me a program we call Uncle Food Challenge. We ended our Kufu Challenge last Sunday. We began it on the 25th, or Monday, last 2 weeks, and we ended last Sunday. What do? We go without eating anything cooked in fire by fire through fire. What we will be eating: pawpaw, pineapple, avocado, lettuce, cucumber, carrots, onions, ginger, garlic, avocado, natural Igbo pear. Anything you can eat without that thing being cooked, because every cooked food is a dead food. There is nothing you pass through fire that becomes alive, fresh. So once you know that every dead food, every cooked food is a dead food, always put into your body living foods. Any food you bring and you cut it, it doesn't bleed. It doesn't bleed. You know what I mean by bleeding? Water doesn't drop out of it. It's a dead food. Try it when we finish. Just get cucumber, cut it. You see the knife will be smelled with juice. Cut avocado, cut mango. What is in season now? What's in season now is Igbo pear is in season, um, garden egg, they are in season. But God made us so well in this part of the nation, in this part of the world. I don't know whether Helen Tonta is on this call tonight. She lives in Australia. She's a Nigerian but married to an Italian. When the husband came, maybe I think when the father died, the husband told her Nigerians have the best kind of fruit in the whole world. but we will leave what we have in our locality. We will be rushing to buy what they have frozen for months from South Africa, thinking we are living big. You see, look because the cardiologist told me you don't need to spend money on fruit and vegetable. They are all around you. You see that those malam, you see those people, be their friends. Stop going to supermarket to ladle your cart with this, with this, with this, with this. Many people have mouth odor because of the food they eat. Many people are having pile because of what they eat. Many people are having high blood pressure because of what they eat. Many people are having diabetes because of what they eat. So when I told one of my friends, he's a medical doctor, he just came around yesterday. I told him he was coming. I told him I was going to run a test on the little girl they brought to me, because I asked her, "What's your blood group?" She doesn't know. "What's your genotype?" Since she doesn't know blood group, she wasn't even sure of her birthday. I called the mom. The mom said, "I have to go and check her birth certificate." So you see, when you live with, I don't know. There was a day I did one topic, nature nurture controversy. I don't know, those of us in Omega Pro, many of us were there one Tuesday, either 2 Tuesdays ago or 3 Tuesdays ago. You see this girl now, I brought her from my village, go, go, go. She was born in my village. My co-wife brought her to me. She's 15. She doesn't even know the exact date. But she has stayed with me for just one weekend. And you see a lot of things begin to change. Because she will ask me, "Mommy, what is this?" I'll bring my iPad now. I'm coming. I've not lost track. I just want to illustrate something. I'll bring the iPad. So when I tell her to bring the iPad, I know what she'll say. "Mommy, that thing that's like phone was big." It's a tablet. Mine is Samsung, not iPhone. Because I gave it to her like this. I told her this is tablet. So anytime maybe I left it in my room and I'm here and I needed to work with it, I would say, "Go to the room." You know what she will ask me? "Is it that thing that's like food but it's big?" At least we are starting somewhere. So you see, anything you don't know may be your undoing. You may not even know that what you don't know is what is worrying you. Now, what are the dirty 12? Number one, eliminate sugar, soft drinks, and packaged juices. I see some people when they go to eateries and they order food, they order this, they order this. They will put juice by the side. Now they have even started making juices. They left the packet. There's packet juice, the one that has with paper, that comes with paper. They have started making it with bottle. Please, if you have alternative, if you must even take juice, take that one in packet, not the one in bottle. Please take that one, but don't you can do without those juices. If you retrain your taste bud, anything in bottle that is not water will be will not be okay for you. Now, eliminate sugar, soft drinks, and packaged fruit juices. Number one, sugar elevates insulin. Number two, sugar suppresses the immune system. Number three, sugar disrupts the metabolism of hormones. Number four, sugar generates free radicals and accelerates the aging process. Number five, sugar makes your body acidic and conducive for disease to start and to thrive. Number six, sugar feeds cancer and infections, and many more, too numerous to list here. Let me give you a good example of this. If you're having wrinkles, wrinkles now, or acne on your face, or you're having eruptions every day, you are coming down with infection, especially when you leave your house. There are some people, when they want to travel, they are always afraid about their toilet hygiene. If you are always coming down with infections, eh, stop taking sugar. Somebody came to my house one day and asked me, I want to drink ogi, akamu. I hardly even take. It's just one small widow that she's my friend. So at times she will make it herself, put ginger and bring to me. You know, she felt auntie is giving me so many things. I don't have anything to give her. Let me. So when she brings it, I will take it. I will take it like that. Somebody say, you didn't put anything. I sell honey. Me, I sell honey quantity, but I hardly take honey because I've trained my taste bud that anything that's sweet makes me feel somehow. The moment the cardiologist told me about sugar, before, if my cardiologist and I met 2013 September. I went to this school 2017 July. I don't take sugar. The only sugar you see in my house now, maybe I want to use it to scrub. At a point, I began to use sea salt to do the scrubbing. You know, you can scrub your body. You can scrub, you can use your hand to prepare the scrub. If you don't have time, if you don't have money to buy the ones they already prepared, you can, one day I will come and teach us how to do a good scrub. You scrub your body. You when you finish, your body will be like the body. It be very clear. It will remove impurities from dead cells from your system. You scrub your face differently. You scrub your neck, scrub your hands, scrub your whole body. You feel good. You know, I told people, whenever you are tired, you are finding it difficult to sleep, you can do what we call alternate births. Alternate births. When you want to bathe, you put hot water, you put cold water. You start with hot, you do cold, you do hot, you do cold, you do hot, finally you do cold. That day, you will sleep like a baby. One of us in Omega Pro tried it. The Blue Diamond Isaac Ademo, and he said that thing is true. If you want, try it. So these are the things you have to eliminate. Please, if you are using, okay, Chi Trust say I can testify. If you are using sugar, even for your children, you can eliminate sugar early in the diet of your children, because sugar makes them hyperactive. You see, that child cannot sit down in the class. So we're restless. Giri, 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 giri. Every time, busy, doing what, he climbs up, he climbs down. It's the effect of this, because it disrupts the metabolism of hormones. Number two, eliminate artificial sweeteners. Many of us maybe say, which one now is artificial sweeteners again? Artificial sweeteners include saccharin. You know, some people will say, we are not using sugar. They use saccharin, or they use aspartame, or they use neutral sweets. All those things that are sweeteners. Anything that is added in anything to make it sweet is what we call sweeteners. Within 1 hour of eating it, aspartame breaks down in the body into toxic substances that can initiate and sustain disease. Methanol, aspartic acid. Methanol is also known as wood alcohol and has been known to cause blindness in countless alcoholics. It is often used as a paint thinner and industrial cleaner. You see, something they use as paint thinner and industrial cleaner. That's what people take. So anything you get and is very sweet, you know, some yogurts are sweet, unsweetened. I prefer you take Greek yogurt. Ask them, they know all these things. You can take Greek yogurt. Yogurt You can take yogurt once in a while, but don't take those ones that are sweetened, because they sweeten it with either saccharin or with sugar or with this aspartame. They call it neutral sweets. So these are the things you have to eliminate. You may not need to do it gree. Just begin small, small. Be withdrawing it small, small, and you see, you eventually you get rid of it. I don't know whether what I'm discussing with us is making some meanings to us. If you are getting some value, please can you type a 3 on the chat? Let me know we are making headway. Thank you. Then the third one, okay, dangers of artificial sweeteners. The dangers. Number one, birth defects. You see all these people, they born, their nose will be cut into two. At times, they will not have their mouth, they will not have lip. At times, there are so many defects. One of the problems is dangers of artificial sweeteners. Number two, fainting. Anytime somebody told me where we do exercise, that he's always having fainting spell. So I asked him, Can you just tell me what you eat? Sugar. When he told me, because I used to see them around, they will go and take this, they will take this, they will take this, they will take this. The best juice for you to do is the juice you do in your kitchen. Even if you don't have a juicer, you can use your blender. Get sieve, a good sieve. Just put a little water, blend the thing, sieve it and drink it. It's better for you. All these things you see, because if there is nothing to preserve it on the shelf, it will not be put on the shelf. It will spoil. It will smell. It will not be sweet. It will go sour. It will ferment. These are the reasons why you should do your stuff by yourself. Nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, blindness and brain tumors, inflammation of the pancreas and heart muscle, headaches and mood swings. One of the things you will notice, if you're always having mood swing, now you are happy, the other time you are overly sad, the other time you are moody, the other time you are depressed. Watch your life. Sugar may be doing that havoc without you knowing. Sleep disorders, memory loss and confusion, seizures and convulsions. Aspartame, aspartame appears to be especially toxic for children. These autistic children, there are children that are autistic. Autism has levels and categories, but their number one general feature is speech defects. They don't usually talk. If you see an autistic child that could talk, then the parents are, are lucky. One of the things they take away from autistic children is sugar. And many parents, because they crave for it, they go to give it to them without knowing. I told one of my friends, he has an autistic child. I noticed that because during my master's, our one of our lecturers gave it to us as an assignment that we go and study about autism. So we did it as a, is it term paper now or seminar paper? It wasn't a project, but we binded it. I still have it. So I did an extensive research on it. And I told him that one of the things, maybe I'll find it one day and I explain it to us. One of the things I found out that they crave for sugar, but elimination of sugar from their diets will help them to a large extent. This my my friend's own. At a point, it became too much that boy became erratic. He destroyed everything in their sitting room. When I say destroy, not that he pushed them down. He will use side table, side table. stool and smash the television, smash the chandelier lights, just break the chair into, break the legs, the four legs that table have, break it. That's that was when he knew that something was not right. So they took him to hospital and they began to treat him. They took him to psychiatric hospital here in Lagos. They began to treat him, began to treat him. Now he's calm because there are certain things they remove from his food. Because he wasn't doing it to punish the parents. It was the reaction, the body. He found he was enjoying doing those things. You understand? So it's very, very bad. Especially, and they put it in the things children take. So mind what you are buying for your children. All these small, small things, Vijukem, Bobo, them, this one. Mind what you are giving your children. It's better you train your children. Give them juices. Bata, bata. In the morning, let them take it before going to school so that it doesn't go bad. Just give it a glass a day, it's okay. And then you give them water. Let them take water. You can prepare your biscuits by using oat flour. Just do a pancake of it. Make sure you give, because all these things affect children. All these things affect children. Then it can also be found in most bread mints, diet soft drinks, sugar-free drinks, most breakfast cereals, juice beverages, laxatives, some multivitamins, some non-prescription pharmaceuticals, shake mixes, table sweeteners, and yogurt. Some put it in yogurt. That's why I say it's better to be on a safe side. Just do Greek yogurt. We do a lot of it doesn't taste well, but it's better alternative to sugar, because what we do in healthy, and we tell you alternative to that so that we don't leave you just like that. You there must be an alternative. Don't take this, what do I take there? Now, alternatives to sugar, artificial sweeteners, soft drinks, and packaged juices. You can use stevia. That's what we call, you can write it down and Google it, stevia, Stevia. You can use stevia just like sugar. It's like sugar, but it's not sugar. You can use dates. Date is dabino. This thing, malam sell. Those things, I have it too, but where I could get it now. Malam sell it. If you open it, if you chew on it, there is a hard seed inside it. You remove it. Now, many of the people that I went to this school with, they went into the production of date syrup. You can use date syrup. You can use it as powder. You can use it as ordinary, or you can just put it like that. You can use dates. You can use raw, unfiltered honey, unadulterated honey. You know honey now, um, honey from bees. There are wide raw honey. There are honeys that bees, they cultivate bees. It's bees breed them. But then the ones that are in the bushes, they're also good. Anyone you can get. But many people, let me tell you what they do. Some honey, when you get it, some people will complain that there is crystallization, that some things settle down underneath it. You know what settles down? If they mix that honey, they will bring sugar and heat sugar up using a very high temperature. When you do it, the sugar begins to be form from that granoid level. It turns to juice. It will be slimy. It will be like juice. And they will mix it with honey to increase the volume. So when you get it, when it's hot, when it cools down, you see segments. So anytime you want to buy honey, see what you do. You take, if it's a bottle, you take it up like this, turn it like this, take it up again. If you see any anything that settles, just before you turn it, just raise it up. If you see anything that settles on it, please pay attention very well. Now, you can also use what we call Terra Sweet moderately instead of sugar. You can make smoothies at home to drink. I've said it. I don't drink juices outside. I was doing one, they were selling near I do exercise. At a point, when I finish taking it, my whole body will be restless. My whole body will be restless. uh Locally prepared zobo. Zobo is hibiscus flower. You can take it, you can sweeten it with the back of um pineapple, or even if you want, you can put pineapple there. There's no, you can put both the back and the pineapple just to make it sweet. But if you can take it like that, it's better. It's very good. You can make smoothies at home to drink. You can make fresh vegetable juices at home, like carrot juice, tomato juice, beetroot juice, etc. De-emphasize fruit juices, please. Eat your fruit whole for the most part. It's better you take it. I prefer to do, carrot is not a fruit, it's a vegetable. Cucumber is a vegetable. Cabbage is a vegetable. So it's better you eat your fruit whole. Fruits are cleansers. It's like broom brushes. They cleanse your system from, they cleanse toxins out of your system. And then you take these ones I called now vegetable. When you call vegetable, vegetable is not only ogo, mm-mm, or ewedu. All these things I mentioned, they are vegetables. Green pepper, those big bell green pepper. There is yellow pepper, yellow like this, yellow like this, my dress, yellow pepper, red pepper, green pepper. You can take all those. Then beetroot is very good. Beetroot will give you a kind of red wine color, which is also good. You can eat, you can take all these things. Begin to take them. They are available. It's not is the only thing you don't pay attention. When you pay attention, you see it even at the corner of your street there. Number three, okay, we have done artificial sweeteners. Number three, eliminate fried foods. Eliminate fried foods. Fried foods such as akara, dodo, fried yam, fried fish, fried meat, small chops, buns, puff puff, donut, potato chips, chin chin, etc. You may be somebody that likes to do fry. You know what I advise? Go and get what we call air fryer. Air fryer, you can use it to do all these things without putting that thing inside oil. Because all these things, I think the only thing you can do with it is to fry akara. But every other thing, you can use it. In short, during my birthday, this is my birthday, this is my picture. This ministry, Healthy Race, they gave me this picture, this frame. It's the picture I took on my birthday. One of our leaders in Omega Pro, Diamond, Black Diamond Marian, the gift she gave me on my birthday is a big air fryer, Kenwood. I've not even opened it because I have one Panasonic one. Please, these are, invest in your health. Gold and diamond, they are good, but invest in your health. You can use air fryer to make beautiful dodo. It will be like dodo. It will be fried, but there is no oil. You even collect oil and throw it away. If you like fried foods, please go and get air fryer. You just plug it, position it, it fries it. It can fry your meat, it can fry your dodo, it can fry your plantain, it can fry your potato chip, it can fry even now many people do what we call baked chin chin. They don't fry it in oil, they bake it. So if you can use air fryer. I've not tried it, how it will turn out, but I've tried the one they baked chin chin, not fried chin chin. So these are the things, and you can use flour made out of other things that are not white flour. So you see, frying foods create trans fats that are dangerous to health. Frying certain foods create carcinogen, carcinogens, cancer-causing agents in them. Acral, I'm not a science person, so if I call it, I will spell it so that you can. Example, acrylamide is created when potato is fried, and that thing causes cancer. Let me spell it so you can go and Google it. ACRYLAMIDE. You can Google it. Frying damages the oil and we lose its benefits. Even if the oil is good, even if it's sunflower oil, even if it's good oil, once you heat it up at a very high temperature, it destroys the oil. The oil turns to be poisonous to your body. Fast foods are almost always laden with artificial sweeteners, sugars, taste enhancers, artificial flavors, artificial colors, refined salt, trans fats, and so on. They are toxic to the body, dangerous to health, and promoting disease. I won't call the name of the fast food where I went to eat, but if I describe their stuff, you know. I was so hungry that day. I went to the eatery and I was waiting for somebody to bring something for me near Ikeja computer village. So I went to that eatery to eat, and they gave me chicken. These people usually put their chicken in flour and they fry it so that when you are eating it, it will be going kukuru, kukuru, kukuru. When they brought it to me, the people sitting on my table, they were enjoying it with chips. I told them I need serviettes like this. So they brought, I put the chicken inside. I put the chicken like this. I squeezed the chicken. I squeezed the chicken like this. When I squeezed it and removed it, all the oil, most of the oil, the woman said, "Madam, why did you do what you did?" I said, "You see the level of oil. You see, and I've already swallowed, taken my own." He said, "You have taught me something." I said, "I don't come here to eat." And I began to remove the back of those things that, you understood the people I'm talking about. I began to remove the back. The lady said, "But it's the back that is the thing that is sweet." I said, "Because they put taste enhancer there. That's why when you even hear it, your body will be feeling somehow, 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 and you are enjoying it." These are things purposely put on it to make it appealing to your eyes and appealing to your ears, to your nose, and appealing to your taste. And these things are not good. Anything, let me be honest with you, anything that will help you in your body is not sweet. You see bitter leaf. There's one they call oziza, otazi. All those things, begin to take them. Scent leaf. You see scent leaf. If I give you the health benefits of scent leaf, anything you cook, you put scent leaf inside. Let's go ahead. Number 4, eliminate SMG, monosodium glutamate. Monosodium MSG is both an excitotoxin and a neurotoxin. It excites the brain. It excites the brain cells of the body. The neurotoxin, it affects the neurons in the neural system. You see, when SMG is metabolized in the body, it releases formaldehyde, formaldehyde embalming fluid. This thing they used to use on dead bodies to do embalming. SMG causes seizures, especially in children. headaches and migraines, sleeping disorder, causes and aggravates asthma, diabetes, cataracts, causes and aggravates forma, forma, is it not formaldehyde? How do they pronounce it? It causes and aggravates attention deficiency and hyperactivity disorder. That thing I told you about, most autistic children, we call it ADHD, irritable bowel syndrome, colitis, peptic ulcer, and hemorrhoid, that's pie. I know somebody that was having pie for a long time. She came to this school with us. After eliminating this, pie disappeared. She said she can't believe it. That for years, this thing, she has been eating this thing for, the woman, what, should be in her 50s. She said, see, all my life I've been using this. But the moment she began to, consciously, intentionally removing this thing small by small, 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 she said suddenly pie disappeared. Then the fifth one, okay, in which foods can we find SMG? In which foods can we find them? Most chemical seasonings. Example, Maggi, Knorr, Royco, Vedan, Ajinomoto, Indomie, and other noodles, convenience food and fast food, processed supermarket foods. That's where you find them. You see that thing, the Indomie, there's something they put in sachet that when you are cooking it, after some time, they will tell you to sprinkle that thing on it. That's what we are talking about. SMG is also camouflaged by food manufacturers by changing the name. They will change the name. They won't call it monosodium glutamate. They will change the name to calcium caseinate, yeast extracts, autolyzed yeast, texturized protein, vegetable protein extracts, hydrolyzed soy protein, hydrolyzed plant protein, hydrolyzed vegetable protein, and autolyzed yeast, and many more that space will not allow us to list. Alternatives to SMG seasonings, because we always give alternative. Alternative, curry, you can use curry. Curry is natural. You can use thyme. Thyme is natural. You can use ginger. Ginger is natural. You can use garlic. Garlic is natural. You can use bay leaves. You can use basil. There's a leaf they call basil leaves. You can use oregano. You can use ogiri. You can use iru. You can use iru ogiri. These are fermented lemon. Please, if you are getting value, can I see a 5 on the chart? And we won't finish this thing though, because it's much. It's 12. If you are getting value, maybe next week we may end. Let me do the fifth one. Next week we will do the others. So you see, these small small things you may not know, because before I came to this school, the cardiologist told me most of these things. She told me, stop using Maggi to cook. Did your grandmother and your great grandmother use it? You are Igbo. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, please go back and use ogiri. If you're in Lagos State, you can use Iru. You can do that. Go and mix. I have mixed spice I use now to cook. There's no salt there. I'll go to Malam. I'll put turmeric. I'll put curry. I'll put ginger. I'll put this. I'll put this. I'll put this. I use it to cook. If you see the jollof rice, I use it to cook soup that is not um, bitter leaf or ora. Every other soup, I use it to cook it. My co-wife came to my house. She was looking for Maggi everywhere. Opening, I said, I don't use it now. I've told you. She said, I used to. I said, I don't use it. Even to use the sea salt I put in my kitchen, she'll be going to use the conventional salt. I told her I only keep this conventional salt here for washing, maybe washing vegetables or fruits. I don't use it to cook. She said, I don't know how to use it because they are in granules. She said the soup, the food we oversalted. I said no, put a little. My aunt, those of you in this my program, you saw my aunt, 80-year-old that came the other time. There was a day I was checking my BP because we sleep together. I was checking my BP. She said, "What is making this noise?" I didn't talk to her. When I finished, I said, "Is this BP?" You know, it will be saying something. Keep the heart at heart level. Then the thing will do. Your blood pressure, systolic is this, diastolic is this, your heart rate. She said, "Who is the, is it your phone?" I said, "See." So she said, "Ah, that her own has spoiled too." I told her there's an old one here, but I went to buy a new one. She told me to go and repair the old one and give her. You know what I did? I didn't talk. I didn't mind how. I just went out to where I bought my own. I bought her own. So the first time she checked her BP, it was high. At 80 years, no, so she's 81 now. She turned 81 last month. This Monday, she told me, let me monitor what is happening to my body. So she ate the next time. She told me, who made that soup for you? Did you make it yourself? I said no. She said there's salt in that food too much. That's what was bringing her BP. You know what I did? I went and brought okra. Brought When I was even looking for vegetables, she said, "Shebi okra is vegetable." I said, "But I want to put it whole." So I cooked for her spe- specially. She ate it. After few days, she checked her BP. It was coming down. But many of us don't know that is what we are eating. You know how disciplined she that those soup, very sweet soup. She didn't taste it again till she left. She did not taste it again. I was just cooking fresh something for her. She did not taste it because she said at 80, 81, she said something must be triggering it. It's not supposed to be. So anytime if you are listening to me, you don't have high blood pressure monitor to check you, please go and get it. If you're up to 40 years, even 35, even 30, go and get it. It's not expensive. Omron is always on the high side. There are other cheap ones that are good ones. Get them. In the morning, when you wake up, it's not when you have finished doing kabashing up and down. Mm-mm. When you wake up in the morning, you don't take water. Just when you wake up, you sit down on your bed. You may just wait for 5 minutes. You take it and check before you take water. Before you go to wee, if you move up and down, it may affect it. Some people will tell me, "Doki, there's my BP is high." I tell them, "What did you do?" They may have gone to cook breakfast for their children, pre- chase their children up and down to prepare them for school. I said, "No, you can't get the correct reading. You already did activities." Because they told us the normal place, even the cardiologist told me, the normal time to check your BP is when you wake up. That's the best time. Because at that point, your body had fasted throughout the night. Your body was at rest. So when you check it, it will give a more definite and accurate answer rather than when you have run up and down. You can be checking in the evening, but she told me the most authentic is the one you check very early in the morning. And you will not have gone to wheel. The only movement is that you were lying, then you sat down. That's the only movement. If possible, you are not even supposed to get up. That's why you always keep it near where you can get it. It's not something you go around the house looking for. You don't do it like that. It doesn't work like that. So these are the alternatives. When you start cooking without Maggi, initially your husband may complain. This is warning I'm giving you. Or your wife. No, it's you now that is doing the cooking. Your children will say this food is not sweet. Don't mind them. By the time their taste buds are retrained, now I eat it, it doesn't even bother me. Number one, I'm saving a whole lot of money. Number two, I'm warding off things that are injurious to my health. Number three, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. The cardiologist told me this thing in 2013. And 8 days to that, my meeting with her, my BP came down from 120 to 80. Yesterday morning, it was 120/78. Because there are other things she told me to check. One of the things is exercise. You see, no matter how good your food, food you eat are, if you are not exercising, you won't be well. You may think you are living well. By the time one sickness will crawl into your body, the devastation that we see there, it will shock you. You will say, so I've not been okay. So please begin to do exercise. Walk around in your house, in your yard. Walk around. Do things for yourself, by yourself. Get up, sit down. At times, I will purposely go and get certain things. I'll purposely go and get certain things. I'll go up, go down. I may purposely leave something in the car. I'll climb up. Hey, I forgot this. I go down. Tomorrow now, I'll go to exercise. 4 times a week, I go to. At times, I'll go and walk. It's not to do Toby Amosin doing sprinter, huddle, giri giri, giri giri, giri giri, gidding. Just walking. 30 minutes of walking a day is okay for you. If you can do it 5 times a week, perfect. If you can do it 4 times, still okay. But if you can do it 6 times or even 7 times, you don't need any other exercise. Those of them that go to gym, they do like this, do like. At times they sprain their ankles. At times they tear their muscles. At times they tear their ligaments. You are not supposed to do strenuous thing to your body. Pamper yourself. Pamper your body. Some are too hard on their bodies. Kai, pamper your body. Go for massage. At times, go for massage. Just relax. Let them massage you, Jerry. How much? You can afford 10,000, 20 in once in 6 months. Love yourself, because nobody will love yourself if you don't love yourself. I think we'll stop here so that this video will not be too long. So I thank you so very much for joining. Next week we are continuing. We'll continue on number 5, wheat. Then we'll give you alternatives to high gluten products. Then we'll go on until I don't know, the Lord just laid it in my heart. People are desirous to know what they should be doing. So we will finish it. I promise. We will finish it. God bless you. I remain Dr. Favour Afoma Chukwuolisa, your host. Now it's time for questions or contributions. Doc, can we get the video? Yes, of course. That's why I was doing this program on Facebook. Until Facebook, I don't know what happened. They restricted me when I wrote to them. After writing them there, the moment I said, the Lord told me there is an alternative, you can go on Zoom. Then I was using Dr. Chinwe's Zoom. The moment I said you can join me on Zoom, that day they unrestricted me. I said, I no go back on Facebook. So if you want to get this video, what you will do is to either I add you to my broadcast list, because the moment I finish now, I'll get it. It's my own personal Zoom ID. I get it and I share it. Or if you are not on my broadcast list, I can add you, or I can send it to you. If you know my number, I can send to you. So now is contribution time. You can make your contributions on what we have discussed, even outside what we have discussed, provided it's something that has to do with our health. Thank you so much, but please can we want to be added to, okay. What I will do, Ahmed, I think I have your number. I have your number. Okay, I will add you before I post this. Just let me write it down. I can add you to the broadcast list so that every day you'll be getting it. what can someone take to reduce sugar level in the body? The sugar level, number one, you have to have gone to see the doctor. But if you want the, I don't know the sugar level, do you mean the sugar in your blood? Sugar in the body is good though, because your body needs it to function optimally. But in excess, when it is in excess, that's when it becomes injurious. Okay, Chidi, what is happening to this my Bible? I want to, please add me. If I don't have your number ready in my phone, I won't be able to add you, except is the people I could add easily. Just 1 minute. Let me get, no, just 1 minute. Let me get Bible to write down this. MAD, who else? These are the people I have their shade. I have your phone number. I can do that. Yetunde, I can do that. So if you're not on my list already, I won't be able to. I had bitter cola has caffeine. Is it good for ulcer patients? It doesn't. It has not been proven. Everything has to be scientifically proven. It may be, but it depends on what and what. You know what you do, Dr. Joy. Go and Google it and search for it, so that certain things you have knowledge, because when you do that, you see all the people that have done researches on it, and then you can make an informed decision. Okay. um my sis, barrister Edewo, can I drop my number here, ma? Chinwe Keke, you are still on this call. Chi Trust, Chi Trust, please, can you share my number so that they can reach me? Because, oh, who else? Okay, thank you, ma. This is much appreciated. For me, I encourage daily water therapy. Men should stop taking alcohol on an empty stomach. That one na suicide mission. Please add me to your broadcast list. Who is this? Okay, Prof. Okay, I think I will end the recording so that it doesn't get too long. Then any contributions you can, let me stop.